Hi everyone, this is Blanca. I ordered some orchids for Cattleya's from Odom Orchids, and I was surprised this one came in bloom. Just received yesterday. Isn't that gorgeous? The other ones were not in bloom, but that's okay. They were blooming size except for one that's a little smaller one. And this one here, there's her name. Definitely an elegant walker. She's not walking anywhere though. She's staying put now. Anyways, I'm going to repot an orchid that needs it very bad. And since I do have a beautiful pot from Natalia, I'm going to go ahead and pot that orchid into that beautiful pot. Summer is here. It is so hot already out here. Look at this dendrobium. Isn't she pretty? I didn't even know she was in bloom. I had her under the mango tree on a shelf out there. It's kind of like my hospital area. And she didn't need any hospital care, but she was just taking up so much space in the pergola. I had to remove her from there. It's a dendrobium. It's a large bloom too. A dendrobium Hawaiian stripes. And she also has more buds back there. But she is very large. These Dendrobium phalaenopsis can grow so quickly. Anyways, this is the orchid I want to repot right here. Here's her tag. And I got her about 2 months ago at the Tampa Orchid Show. She was in bloom. I got her from, I believe it was also, yeah, it was Odom's Orchids, which they have such beautiful cattleyas. But I think I wanted to repot her a little earlier, and I just waited, and now look, she's got new growth. And she's got little baby roots that I'm afraid I'll break. I should have repotted her about a week ago because those roots grow daily. See that new growth there? I don't like the way it's kind of aiming down. I'm hoping that she'll turn up once I pot her. And then there's a new lead there too. So, and I'll put a picture of her bloom. She's a big, beautiful bloom. So first of all, I'm going to get her out of this pot, but I'll probably do that. I can't do that on the camera because I need both my hands. But this is the one that I said, I think she had an accident and she was dropped. Because if you see her roots, there is no media or anything in there. So, but she needs a new pot badly. All right, let me squeeze her out of here now. Okay, it was easy to get her out of the pot. Just squeezed the pot, and I had watered her 2 days ago really well. So I went ahead, squeezed all around the pot, and then I grabbed the canes that, like these thick ones that don't have any leaves because I didn't want to damage the other ones, and I pulled on her, and she came out without a struggle. And just dead roots in there, and she has a lot of dead roots. So my next step is, instead of start digging into this and trying to play with all that and see what roots are good or bad, what I'm going to do is I have a little tub here of water, and I'm going to let her soak for about 20 minutes in water. Pick her up gently. There's a lot of rocks. She's potted in rocks. Odom's usually has theirs potted in these little satellite stones. So there we go. And she's going to sit in there for, yeah, a good 20 minutes or so. Let me move her back so I don't damage those new roots growing there. Like that. And I think it'll be easier to work with her and find the dead roots, which I think most of them are anyways. I'll be back. That's the pot she's going in. And also, to get her out of the pot, I squeezed the pot all around. Then I used an old orchid tag that's real sharp, and I kind of went all the way around the edges. and that loosened her up enough to slip her out. While she's soaking, I have another one here that needs repotting, growing out of the pot too, and she's soaking in water. I haven't taken her out of the pot yet. So I'm going inside. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go inside and grab me some hair conditioning. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Dendrobium amabile. And she's got 4 bloom spikes on her. See if I can get her to turn this way so you can see her blooms. They're soft pink. Very pretty blooms. I like her. She's in a small pot too. She's going to need repotting too. You see that? Well, let me go grab some air. Okay. In the meantime, about 20 minutes later, 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but she soaked, and I got most of the, you can see the stones, I got them mostly all out. And rather than trying to get in there and clean her out really, really good, and what I'm going to do is, I will clean her out good, but what I'm going to do is, see, this pseudobulb, this pseudobulb, and this pseudobulb don't have any, and this one doesn't have any leaves. So what I'm going to do, and I'm sure they don't have any eyes anyways on them, or any good, yeah, I really don't see anything good about those pseudobulbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away, first I'm going to cut away right in here, right through there, and separate that. That might be the easiest way. And once I separate that, then I'm going to make another cut. And the other cut is, since this pseudobulb doesn't have any, and you can see this pseudobulb here, looks like it rotted and it died and it was cut back, same way with this one. Then I'm going to, oh, that leaf got in the way. Then I'm going to find the rhinestone in here somewhere and then cut that completely away. But I think I'll start off back here. And I got my my clippers and my scissors all soaking in alcohol, and they're nice and hot, because if I can get them out of there, I got 2 in that. Guess what? They're in there tight now. There. I had hubby torch them for me, because I'm scared of the fire torch. It comes out pretty strong when he lights that thing up, and I back away and I make sure he does it in the garage, and I make sure there's no hamper or anything with clothing or rags or towels near him. But these are the clippers that I'm going to use. And you know what, I don't think I can do this on camera because I can't see through here. I'm going to give it a try. Alright, this is where I want to cut, right? Let's see if I can get in there. First, let me place my scissors in there. Right in there. Okay, I'm going to try snipping it in there. Wow, it's a thick one. There. I think I made a good cut. I think, yep, I cut all the way through. Look at that. See that? I don't know if you can tell. Where did I cut at? Right there, see that? About in the middle of the screen. So I'm going to put the camera down and try to separate this now. Okay, I cut that piece off, and it's all dead. See that? And I don't see purple. I don't see a purple ring. It's kind of brown, but kind of black brown, because that pseudobulb is dying anyways, but it's not purple. And then I'm going to make, and she came apart easily. Yeah, well, kind of. I had to struggle a little. And then I'm going to cut, maybe I'm going to cut 2 more times. I'm going to cut right where's my finger? Right in here, and cut away right there where this cane doesn't have, let's see, this cane doesn't have a leaf right here. So I'm going to separate that cane right about right here. I kind of don't like doing this through the camera because I am not sure if I'm cutting in the right place. And I want to make sure I get a good grip too while I cut, so I can make one cut. Oops, doesn't sound like, yeah, I think it went all the way through. Alright, let me put the camera down and separate that piece. Well, I cut a lot of the roots off. You can see that. Look at that. A lot of dead roots. And I left a few on so I can anchor her down. But I noticed she's I'm not going to cut her rhizome any more than what I've already cut. But I noticed that every single pseudobulb has a good lead, including this last pseudobulb behind this root here. There is a nice lead there. And they all have them. They all have them. See that? So now I'm going to go ahead and get her ready for a repot. I cleaned her up as best as I could. And the main important thing are the new roots, because that's what's going to carry the plant, are those new roots. So I was very, very careful not to damage them. I put her down. She's a little hard to handle because there's this one leaf here that folds down. For this part here, to attach her to the mount, I'm going to need hubby's help because I'm going to use these little zip ties, I think they're called. Don't mind my dirty fingers, sorry about that. And yeah, I'll hold the pot, or he'll hold the pot while I run the zip tie through the holes at the bottom. And also I am going to pot, I did add cinnamon. Do you see right there? I added cinnamon to the cut where the rhinestone was cut at, and that'll help it seal it anyways. And I'm going to put this part here, the old rhinestone, back in here somewhere so that she can grow in that direction. And I'm going to lean her because lean her back against the back of the pot, because I kind of don't want this new growth here to grow sort of down, where right now she is facing down. But what's going to happen is she's going to grow like this. Let's see. She's going to extend that new growth out, and then she's going to push up. It's kind of like, do you see right here? That one time started out like this, and then it came out, and then it grew up. So I'm hoping this is going to happen. And for my mix, I'm just using, and it's to keep her moist for a while. Maybe later on, as she gets attached to the pot, I can remove it. But I am adding in here some lava rock, some leca beads, and some of this, I have a lot of this little stone, this dialite stone here. And that's what she was originally potted in this. So I'm going to add some of that and some orchiata bark to keep her moist. Ta-da! Here she is. And it took me a little while. I couldn't film it because zip tying her to the bottom was so difficult, because then she laid on the bottom, and I didn't want that new growth to grow straight into the bottom of the pot, so I had to lift her up with lots of leca and stones and whatever. But she looks good, and you know what's really good? Let me show you. Oh, I think I took it inside, but it's this green tape. I'm holding her steady here with this, so she won't move around, because she was moving around too wobbly, even though I zip tied her to the bottom. And you know, sad, there were 3 roots. I don't know what happened to the third one. There was one here, a little one. Oh, I'm just going to say hubby did it. He was helping me. It was probably me. Oh, God. But I'll just blame him. He wouldn't know. That's why he don't like orchids, because he gets blamed for everything when he helps me. Anyways, that's the end. She's looking good, and I'll keep up on it and let you know how she's doing in her pot. And hopefully she'll put out some more new roots, which I'm sure she will. And I did use a little bit of this little twisty tie thing to anchor this root back here, because she, like I said, she wanted to lay down at the bottom of the pot. So I'm happy with it. That's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. Oh, let me see. I think I got some anosmas in bloom. Okay, these are still in bloom. The white ones with the purple. Oh God, they smell so good. And these are still not blooming and still holding on to the leaves. Yes, like they are some kind of gems or something. But look back there. Let's see. I also have up here the solid white ones in bloom. Those are really pretty too. Alba ones. And then back down here, I've got the lavender burgundy ones in bloom, and those are really beautiful. I like those. I got a few buds in places. I got some buds up here. Let's see, where did I see them? I think it's way up there. Yeah, I see a couple of buds there. And I also have some buds. If they're still on there, let's see. We haven't had rain in such a long time. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's a couple of buds there. About the middle of the screen. So I'm having to water quite a bit because, like I said, it's been dry and hot. But and back here, still in bloom. Those are just precious. And the other one's already closing up. I think that one started blooming earlier. Well, I guess that's it for the video, everyone. So everyone stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you on the next video. And yeah, I kind of stay home, stay safe. I kind of got away from that, and I'll tell you why in the next video. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Bye.